Kumusta mga kabisaya section nako. Have you ever heard of the following words, namely ako, ikaw, siya, and don't have any idea of their meanings? Then, today's video will explain the ako personal pronoun. Don't worry, succeeding videos will be made for the other personal pronouns. So, we will start now, shall we? Tara, let's! But, first and foremost, please click the subscribe button so that you will be updated with the latest video. Let's go! Here it is, the action star of our topic for the day, the uses of ako. Here are the Visayan personal pronouns, by the way. And I want to highlight the reference I am using. It's Bunye M and Yap E, 1971 Cebuano Grammar Notes, University of Hawaii Press, Honolulu. This is a table made by these authors, and I just want to make reference of them. And so, this table is very useful in learning the Visayan personal pronouns. So, I highly suggest that you learn these concepts by heart. And this set or table is very overwhelming, and so we will deal with all the first person singular pronouns, in all the sets first. Meaning first person singular pronoun. Let's look at the first person. All the first person first and singular pronoun, meaning for the first set there will be first person and it's ako or ko. And because we already understand the English, I'll not read it anymore, but it refers to I. Okay, let's just emphasize the English part of it. Then for the second set, it's the ako class. First person is ako or my or mine. And for the third set, there's the nako class. First person is nako, and sometimes ko is used. Still refers to I or my. And the fourth set, kanako class. First person singular is kanako, which is to or for me. And all the other parts here, let's just disregard it first and go to the first set. Alright, so are you ready for the dissection of the sets of personal pronouns? And for the first set, this pronoun is pronounced as ako. And ako or ko refers to I. Then, in the Visayan language, we will deal with the functions of the first person ako, first set ako, which are these words, or these functions. As actor, as recipient or beneficiary, as accessory or secondary performer of action. I'll give you the sample sentence, which is mukaon ko. Here's a pronoun, and it means I will eat. Notice that ko here is the doer of the action, and it is the actor. Another one refers to I will run, and it means it's said as mudagan ko. Dagan is run, ko is I. So I will run. Another one, I will ask. Ask in Visayan is mangutana. So who's asking? Ako. Mangutana ko. So this is the shortened version. Contracted one, there's no more A. And this last one, ako ang namalit sa gamit. This is the doer of the action. I was the one who bought the stuffs. And for recipient and beneficiary, meaning the pronoun is the beneficiary of the thing or the verb done. So the verb here is read, and the translation is read to me a book. Read is basahi, and then it's said as basahi ko sa libro. Another one is give me food. Me is the recipient of the one which is given. So hatagi is give, and ko here is the recipient of the giving. And as accessory, I really tried to think of a sentence which means or which will formulate an expression where there is ko and is an accessory or secondary performer, and I guess there's none because it will be an awkward sentence like ang lottery kay nadaugan ko. There's no such thing as Visayan construction this way. Okay, so we are now on the second set in the personal pronouns, and the second set is pronounced as ako. Ako refers to my or mine, and one of the functions of ako is being a possessor. Ang sample sentence is ako ng hero. That is my dog. Notice, ako refers to my and it possesses something, like the dog. Ako ning sinina. This is my dress. Akong kwarto. My room. Akong kaugalingon. Myself. Here also is a note that when it's there's an ng ligature added at the end of the pronoun when it immediately precedes a thing possessed. Just like what happened here. Ako has an addition of ng and you pronounce it as akong. Ako. The second function of the ako pronoun is as an actor. So these pronouns always precede the verbs, and ligature nang is attached to the pronoun. Sample sentence is akong ilabay ang basura. I will throw away the garbage. So just like last time, the actor in the sentence is doing the action. Akong sulbaron ang problema. I will solve the problem. Akong kuhaon ang kwarta. I will get the money. Notice that the verb, the pronoun is at the front of the verb. So it's mentioned first, then the verb thereafter. These are verbs. Labay is throw, sulbaron is solve, and kuhaon is get. Another function of the second set, ako, is being the recipient or beneficiary with the article sa. And the note is there's a doer of the action and you receive what the doer is doing. For example, there's a doer is nagluto si Gab sa akong mamahaw. Gab cooked me breakfast. Me here received the action made by Gab. And nagputos si Ruby sa akong regalo. Meaning Ruby is packing my gift. I received the gift packed by Ruby. So that's how it functions as a recipient. Okay, we're up to the third set and pronounced as nako. Nako means I or my when it is the first person singular. And one of the functions of nako is the possessor of object. And First note is that pronouns occur after objects possessed. So, nako always occurs after the object possessed. For example, gilimpyuhan ni Langging ang balay nako. Langging cleaned my house. Balay is the object, and then nako is the pronoun. Gitrapuhan ni Mama ang dagway nako. Dagway nako is my face. Mom wiped my face. Nanguha si Fernan og utan sa garden nako. Fernan got vegetables from my garden. Another function of nako is being the actor in a sentence. As a rule, the pronoun follows the verb. So, the pronouns in the sign language differ when they are found either before verbs or before subjects or objects, and so on and so forth. So in this case, nako, when it's used as an actor, it follows after the verb. Like this, paliton nako ang yuta. Paliton is a verb for buy, and nako here is the actor in the sentence, and then it means I will buy the land. Also, ilabay nako ang basura. Ilabay is throw. I will throw away the garbage. And kuhaon nako ang kwarta. Kuhaon is get. So I will get the money. And last but not the least, another function of the nako is it's an object or the goal. Like, sample sentence is, nagpaluto si Gab, nako og pamahaw. Gab asked me to cook breakfast. And nagpaputo si Ruby, nako og regalo. I'm like the object here. Nako, myself, is the object because I received the action of the verb. Ruby asked me to wrap a gift. Nagpakuha si Fernan nako og utan. Fernan asked me to get vegetables. Okay. And I'm also doing it. I'm doing what the goal of the verb is trying to achieve. And here is another one of the personal pronouns. First set, which is fourth set, pronounced as kanako. First function of kanako is as a substitute for the object. For example, sentence. Nanugo siya kanako. He asked me to. So this time, I am the substitute of the object. Nagpapalit siya kanako. He asked me to buy. And nagpaputol siya kanako sa iyang buhok. He let me cut his or her hair. This could also be mentioned as nanugo siya nako. Nagpapalit siya nako. But for the purpose of showing you what or how kanako is found in a sentence, so this is how it is written or said. Second function of kanako is being a recipient or a beneficiary of the action. Sample sentence. Ipasa niya ang papel kanako. He will submit to me the paper. So I am receiving the action which is submit. Basahon niya ang libro kanako. He will read to me the book. And ipapadayon niya ang negosyo kanako. He will let me continue the business. So I am the recipient of the verbs in the sentence. Good job! Congratulations for carefully listening to what I shared in this video. We covered 4 singular first-person personal pronouns in the 4 sets. There are more to go, but little by little, let's unveil how they are used in formulating sentences Just a disclaimer, I'm no linguist or professional Visayan teacher. These ideas I am sharing with you are bits and pieces of my understanding and personal experience of the Visayan language. This is just from the point of view of a native Visayan trying to understand the components of my language as well. I highly suggest that if you want to learn more, the reference book I shared with you contains a complete rules regarding the Visayan language. For comments or questions, just message me down below. If you like this video and look forward to another one, please like and subscribe. Thank you. See you in our next videos.